back to Digger Down Metal Detecting. Today I've got something a little new. I've got the LG30. I keep wanting to say SP for the simplex, but it's not. It's the LG30, which is the I can't remember the exact size. I think it's 12 or 12.5 inch. I think it's 12 inch. 12 inch by 9. I want to say 9. Yeah, what an awesome looking coil. Absolutely stunning looking coil. I love the shape of that. I like the flat bottom because that's going to help you rest it when you're resting it on the ground. I tend to rest mine on the ground anyway, but yeah, but that's going to help. It's already, I've had a little, like a swing with it at home. I haven't even used it yet. I haven't even turned it on and swung it over the ground, but had a little swing at home. And the balance already, the difference just feels way better balanced than the standard 11-inch coil. But yeah, that's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be, because it's narrower, it's going to be better at separation between targets. Depth wise, it might be slightly deeper because it's slightly bigger, slightly longer. But yeah, we'll see. I think it's going to be an improvement on the standard coil, that's for sure. I definitely think there's going to be some improvements, but I'll let you know how we get on with it anyway. Obviously I can't really do a review on it. This is going to be the first time I've used it, so yeah. Last week, sorry I didn't we didn't have a detecting video, did we? But I did. Obviously I was on holiday, I was in Poland, and me and Tom visited Auschwitz. You probably saw that video go up. It didn't get as many views, but I understand that. I don't think people really wanted to see that. Maybe I don't know. It's one of those things, isn't it? But if you didn't watch it, and because maybe you thought it was going to be a little sad, or I mean it is sad obviously, but if you thought it was going to be a bit gruesome or anything like that, but it's not. It's a very peaceful, it's respectful. I tried to make it just as you know, as peaceful as I could. But yeah, I hope you, and the comments on it, the people who have watched it and commented, the comments are fantastic. Thank you all very much. I really appreciate the kind words. And people said that it was a great video. You know, they really liked how I'd edited it. And Tom helped me edit that video, so he had a little bit of a play in there as well. So yeah, well done, Tom. Some of your ideas were great, and we worked together on that one. It was a kind of a memory for both of us, you know. Yeah, but very sad. And yesterday, what it was yesterday, marked 78 years, didn't it? Since the Holocaust. It was yeah, that was yesterday. Saturday today. That was Friday. So yeah, but yeah, hopefully we do all right today, guys. I'm back out digging. We'll dig some holes, see if we can find ourselves some treasures. Yeah, and see how this new coil gets on. Really interested to see how we get on with that. But yeah, I'll see you on the first hole, guys. Right, I haven't taken many steps at all, probably about 3 steps, and I'm on to my first signal. Bit of a quiet, really locked onto this. Bit of a 32, a little bit jumpy, but no ferro check, which tells me it's maybe a little deeper, possibly. Let me just tilt you up so I don't lose you. Have a little look. Either that or it's small. Well, we've got ferro check now. Looking kind of promising, actually. Yeah. Let's see what we've got here. It wasn't that deep, actually. Maybe it's just small. But it wasn't given a ferro check on it, so... Is that it? Sorry, I'm just having a look, guys. It's rather small for my eyes to... not sure on that. Possible fragment of buckle, maybe more modern. Yeah, looks a little bit trashy. I'm not even sure if I can call that a piece of buckle, but yeah, first target. Yeah, didn't like that. It obviously ferro check wasn't showing anything. Quite small and thin, I suppose. But yeah, first target with the LG30. On to the next one. Right, guys, second target was a 17.
and it's right here. It's looking like a button. Yeah, bit of an iffy signal, that one, but it really locked onto it. I tell you what, I'm already second target in. I can tell that that's a very accurate coil. Even when it was out of the hole, you know, sometimes you just struggle to pinpoint it in the exact spot where it is, you know. But it really locked onto that, and I was straight in with the pinpointer at the exact spot, you know. It's dead center of that coil. But yeah, little button. Right guys, next one was this. It was showing us 16, and it was showing us ferrous target, but I dug it anyway, being me. Let me just try and grab my toothbrush, give my teeth a brush. Yeah, some kind of little clip, I'm not sure. Still hinges as well, it still works. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. If anybody's got any ideas what that could have been off. Yeah, not sure on that. I don't know if that's more modern, actually, looking at it, but yeah, tiny little thing. But like I say, yeah, we're showing ferrous on the ferro check. Yeah, and a 16, bit of a scratchy 16, as you can imagine. Like I say, it's very small, but yeah, it still works, whatever it is. Like a little clip, like a little crocodile clip type thing. Could have been maybe a little hair. Is it a bit of a hair clip? Could be wrong there, but yeah, something anyway. Nice. Right guys, got this one here. It was a 15. I'm expecting a bit of tin foil, so I've just pinpointed it to here, just there. Look, very thin looking. I haven't actually picked it up yet. Kind of looks like a coin to me. Where you gone? Super duper thin. That could even be. We could already be onto a Roman coin there. Yes, yeah, it is. Yeah. You little beauty. 15. Look at that. Let me just let me put that down. Let me just show you on the machine, because that. Sorry. I'm just going to put my pinpointer out of the way as well, so it isn't picking that up. I'm trying to do it left-handed. Let's just see. $14, $15, $16. Look at that. See, you've got to dig those low numbers. I'll tell you what, that little coil so far is really it's picking out the small stuff as well. It's not missing anything. I feel like it's picking up everything I walk over. But that is definitely a Roman coin. Again, quite a thin one, but yeah, 14, 15. That's an incredibly low number for a Roman coin. But they do sometimes come in really low. So you've got to dig them. You've got to dig them. I know you're going to be digging up trash, but always worth digging them up, you know. Even just randomly selecting them, you know. If you're in an area where there is a lot of tin foil and you're getting a lot of 15s, 16s, just dig random ones every now and again. You might be just proven wrong every now and again, you know. But that is definitely a little Roman coin again. A bit of a grotty one, but yeah, we're on the Roman. Right, this next one was 25. It was about 27 in the ground. I've just flipped it out here. Yeah, it was a bit of an iffy signal in the ground, but it's cleared up a treat. So here we go. Something green. Anyway, just here. Okay, that looks quite fancy. Oh, what is that? Well, that looks quite nice, that, guys. So let me just rest you on there. Just try and get the brush. Yeah, that looks quite nice, that. What is that? Bit of a fancy buckle or something, maybe? Don't know. looks quite old. That metal kind of looks, it's got a very bronzy look to it, hasn't it? Yeah, not sure on that at all. Whatever it was fancy. But yeah, that's quite cool. Yeah, that was fairly deep. That I took quite a lot of scoops out to get to it as well. So yeah, I'll have to keep more of an eye on these the depth of these signals. But I think that was probably 5 inches, 5-6 inches possibly. And that's quite a small item, quite thin, dainty. So yeah, we seem to be getting good depth anyway. But I've been over these areas quite heavily, and I'm still picking stuff out, so it's all good. But yeah, not sure what that is, guys. You know I like to show you guys a fancy button. How about that one, guys? Look at that. I think it's bronze. It looked very bronzy. Again, maybe a bit of an iron core to it. Maybe it could be brass, actually. It could have been brass, possibly. It's got a bit of a reddy tone to it, hasn't it? But yeah, look at that. Quite a heavy button. Quite heavy material, whatever it is. But yeah, nice little flower pattern on there, look. I think that was coming in about a 27, 28. Banging signal. But yeah, nice. Thought we'd have a little live one on this one. 22, 23, a bit jumpy on the ferro. That's either going to be, a button or lead possibly, but you just never know, do you? That's the excitement of the hobby, isn't it? You never know what that next one is going to be, so what's it this time? I've just had a bit of a string of buttons, so, and this one's hiding from me. Where are you? Is that it? Oh, something, okay, something green anyway. It's very, what is that? Green and folded up. Try and gently prise it open a bit. Could be a part of a, without snapping it, it's very thin. It's, I think it's just a little strip of copper actually. Looking at that, let's just straighten it out a bit. Very thin. Yeah, no, just a bit of copper this time. I was going to say it might be a part of the strap end there, but yeah, no, I think it's just scrap copper. Never mind. Right guys, I think this one was a bit of a difficult one. I was given a 19, but there was a bit of an iron grunt in there, and I'm thinking probably a bit of lead. You know, they give off a little bit of an iron grunt, but it turns out to be this. Now I'm pretty sure I would have said that is a little grotty Roman, or what's left of one. But yeah, very low numbers again, 19. Like I say, there was a definite, yeah, there was a bit of a bust there. I think we can just make him out. But yeah, like I say, iron in the hole there, so it's definitely found that beside the iron. Don't know if I can replicate that. I don't know if it's, sometimes I just dig the target out. And again, like I say, very low numbers. I think the iron's there. I think I've got it out actually. Might be able to find that. But yeah, like I say, very low numbers again. But yeah, straight on the Roman. I'm in Roman 2 now. Thought I'd have a little play on here and just see what comes up. Yeah, nice. Right guys, so I found the culprit. Yeah, it was just over here. I'd already flicked it out, but yeah, there was a little nail, little rusty, crusty nail in the hole with that. So it's managed to pluck that little tiny fragment of Roman, what's left of one, grotty Roman, beside this nail. So that's fantastic. Yeah, separation there is spot on. Like I say, it was a bit of an iffy signal, but yeah, diggable, definitely diggable. But yeah, little LG30s doing the right thing. It's on the right foot already. Yeah, really pleased with that. Okay guys, quite a loud 20 signal, solid 20 actually, and it's another little button, kind of like a little ivory button. It's got a lovely little dog on it, look. How nice is that? Very good imprint on that. That's very cool, that. There's one for you, Kirsty. I know you like your dogs. But yeah, how cool is that? That's really smart, that. Bit hollow on the back, obviously missing the back and the shank. Got like a little brass front, isn't it? But yeah, that is really cool. Really pleased with that. On to the next one. Guys, I just had this rather iffy sort of 40s signal. I will say 40s because I don't know the exact number. I think it's my first pre-decimal. Nice loud signal. 49 now is showing out. Yeah, nothing on it at all. It's probably about farthing size, I'd say. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a coin. I don't know if there's something in the middle there. Not 100% sure. Nothing really to see on it. But yeah, I think that could be my first pre-decimal of the day. Probably like maybe a George II farthing, maybe. Two little odd dints there, but I don't know if that's... I don't think it's a button. Too loud, too big a signal for a button, I think. But yeah, not sure. Probably a farthing, looking at that. It's quite thick as well. Yeah, I'm going to go with George II. Somewhere around there anyway. But yeah, nice. This one's a nice 42, 43, little jumpy. 39, sort of, yeah, around the 40s, early 40s. Let's see what we got. Come out, quite deep maybe. Let's have a look, try with the pinpointer. Doesn't seem to want to come out the hole, this one. Guess I was just missing it maybe. Just in the side of the hole there. Oh, there we are, look, you see that pop out there? Looks like we've got a coin. What do we got? It's a greenie. We might have some detail on this. Oh, look at that. And there we are. I think that's a George. Let me have a clean up, guys, and I'll get you on the other camera so you can get a better look. Right, look at that. Little George II, I was right. Definitely a George II. I think it says Rex there. Yeah, Georgius. And you can see the 1 and the 2 there. Quite a nicely detailed coin, that's not bad nick. George, I can't see a date, but George II I'm thinking is sort of, what's he, 1720s to 70, 60, somewhere there. 1760. Yeah, not gonna get a date off that side. I don't think we can just see Britannia there. I think the date will just be down here, but I can't make that out. Can't see anything. But yeah, that side is really good condition. Lovely bust. Hello, Georgie. Yeah, nice little coin that. Really pleased with that. On to the next one. Guys, had a super loud, really trashy signal, about 45 I think it was, but this is a little different. It's a lighter case, isn't it? Like a Zippo, but it's not a Zippo. Definitely looks brass. NG Ling NG Ling since 2011. Nothing inside, just the case, but that's a pretty odd one actually. Rockets. I don't know if they're missiles. They look like missiles. But yeah, that's certainly different. Anyway, that's not very old, is it? Obviously, but yeah, bit of an odd one. Never found anything like that before. Very different, but yeah, there you are. Right guys, again, I've got a signal here. Let me just move my spade out of the way. As you can see, I've been digging lots there. That's quite a hole, and as you can hear, there's definitely iron in the hole. 04s, look, big bit of iron in the hole, but out pops this. Now this signal kept disappearing as I'm digging. It was disappearing because it kept being masked by that iron. But yeah, the little LG30 is definitely pulling them out amongst the iron, that's for sure. I feel like that was a very weak signal for a coin, and especially with that solid iron in there, you know. That's definitely yeah, good targeting. That's very good pinpointing on targets in between iron. That's for sure. I'm noticing it. I seem to be noticing it more with this coil than I have done. That's very smooth. There is not a lot on that, but I'm going to say that's sort of a half. It's probably a penny size. But yeah, nothing to be seen on that at all. But yeah, another coin. So yeah, we're doing well today. On to the next one. I know I say it a lot, guys, but it's because it is. Dig those low numbers. That was a 16, 15, 16. Let's just 16. Yeah. Not all 15, 16s are tinfoil. Now I'm not 100% sure, but I mean that looks old. That's part. I'm gonna say it's definitely part of a strap end. That it's got some pattern on there and some silver gilt. Or some silver gilding on there, but yeah, that's medieval all day long. But yeah, they're very tiny, very thin. Look, those low numbers, yeah, they don't always mean tinfoil. Sometimes it's just because there's a small item, a lot of copper, little small pieces of copper, and things like this come up in those low numbers. So, but yeah, that's pretty cool. That it's got some markings on there, hasn't it? Very old that. Yeah, nice. I'm going to say that's part of a strap end, that, yeah, definitely. Well, it's been a long while since I've had any sort of real decent signals, and I've got this one here. Just give us a 16. Always these numbers, I tell you guys, you've got to dig them. 15. I say it every time, but they are such low numbers, aren't they? But that is a tiny fragment of a hammered coin. That not going to get a lot of detail off that, but we can see pellets. I can see one part of the cross there, looks like a long cross, possibly then an Edward, but that is tiny, absolutely tiny little fragment, and that coil's picked that up. So you think maybe like the bigger coils aren't going to be picking up the tiny stuff. Well, I'll tell you something, guys, this coil's an absolute beast. So far today, all it's done really is impress me. So as an upgrade from the standard coil, yes, well worth it. But yeah, that's just minute. You can see how small it is. How can I compare it? Let's put it on the writing of the Nokta. There you go. Look at that. Absolutely tiny, smaller than the buttons. Look, tiny fragment. But yeah, how cool is that? Not much of one, but it is. It's definitely a hammered coin, so yeah, that'll do. We'll take that any day. Well guys, I think I'm going to call that a day. And what a cracking day it's been. Honestly, I've had such a good time. Really enjoyed using this new coil, the LG30.
It's always nice to have something new, isn't it? Not a new coil or something like that, because it means you can go back to those areas that you've already done. And yeah, it does produce. It produces more. You know, there's always more to come out. You change a coil or you change a set, and then there's other items that will pop out. But yeah, so far today, what a coil! Honestly, I really am pleased with it. Bigger, more coverage, deeper. I've found things that are, you know, I'm finding things deeper. Separation between targets is amazing, really good. Pulls up tiny objects, just everything really. Is getting in between iron. I found coins today that are on edge. Yeah, and the amount of things I've found today with iron in the hole is, you know, that's just, you notice these things, don't you, when you've got something new. But yeah, really impressed. Definitely worth the purchase. Obviously I'll be testing it more and more. It's going to probably stay on the machine now, until I might get the LG24 and see how I get on in the summer with that, maybe, or later on, you know, when there's stubbles on the fields. It might be just worth having that slightly smaller coil. We'll see, I don't know. But yeah, absolutely cracking day, honestly. Really am pleased. Yeah, let's have a look what we found, guys. There we go, guys, look at that. What a potful. Absolute corker of a day. Buttons galore as usual. Love that little dog button, absolutely brilliant that is. Really pleased with that. It's a very nice little find. Gotta say, I do like finding buttons. Different, just something like that, you know, that's pretty cool. Then you got that little one there with the flowers on it, or the flower. But yeah, plenty of other buttons there. Mostly I didn't film, or they didn't make it into the cut, as usual. Pieces of buckle, some I didn't film again. Another fancy bit of buckle there. It's quite a cool bit actually, that one. Yeah, quite often find sort of extravagant bits like that. That little odd clip thing, still not sure what that is. That's one of the old seed drill, isn't it? The little cups that used to come around, catch the seed off the old machines. A few more bits of buckle there. That fancy bit, maybe off a buckle, I'm not sure. Could be anything, that. Yeah, really not sure about that one. Definitely a bit different anyway. That little medieval, I think, part of a strap end. Just looking at the patterning on it, you know, yeah, something like that anyway. But yeah, definitely medieval. That's pretty cool. But that was coming in really low numbers again, like I say, 16s. A lot of my finds are doing that today. They're just, you know, that odd one, a lighter case, with missiles from the look of it, or rockets, one or the other. They do look like missiles to me. A bit of an odd one, yeah, but nonetheless, a find. Yeah, never seen that, never heard of that brand before. Yeah, 2011 I think that says. So yeah, nothing too old, but pretty cool. Different. Coins wise, actually smashed it today. 6 coins in total, look. Let me just move some of that grass. What we got there, we got a few pre-decimals. I think, not sure, well, I'm not sure on that one, that's totally smooth. I think that's a little farthing, it's got to be a little farthing, probably George II. And that one with the detail, really nice, that is a George II, probably penny. You can see Britannia, you can see her, well, I can't make out a date on that, but like I say, that'll be 1720s to 1760, somewhere between there, I think he reigned. And then you've got the 2 little Roman grots, not much detail on those. I think you could see that one better when it was wet, actually. But I might be able to get some detail out of them later, but they look a bit far gone, to be honest. And of course, my very tiny piece of silver, but it is silver nonetheless. Tiny piece of hammered coin there, absolutely minute, and I dropped it after filming it earlier, and had to re-find it, and it just blew out of my hand near enough. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. Like I say, that it's such a big coil, you know, a big coil, finding stuff that's that tiny, you're not missing stuff with it. Yeah, so it's proven itself in all aspects, really, isn't it, that coil? So but yeah, put that back in there before I drop it and lose it again.
But yeah, what a corker of a day. Look at that, absolutely brilliant. But yeah guys, absolutely really pleased with that. Like I say, that coil, smashing it so far. Like I say, I'm not going to give a full review. I probably have really give a full review on it, but like I say, I'll keep using it, I'll keep telling you about it, I'll keep telling you the things I find with it. Obviously you're going to see that, but yeah, really impressed with it so far. The LG30. Obviously I'm still on version 1.10, 1.10, so I've left it on there. I was kind of playing with the recovery today a little bit, but I didn't go below 4, 5 and 6. I kind of stick around those, to be honest. Don't really ever go beyond those either way. But yeah, other than that, just yeah, really impressed with it, guys. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.